It's such an honor to see so many of you outstanding students and parents and teachers and principals gathering for this event. It's through your hard work and commitment to good citizenship that you are here today, and we applaud your efforts. Now, without any further ado, I would like to introduce Colonel Ed Duncan of the Department of Operations Support.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you, but I would truly like to commend the students. This is spring break, and here they are up early one morning when you didn't have to go to school. Well, I compliment you on getting up this morning and getting your parents dressed and get them here for us. So, just to give you a little background, the Sheriff's Junior Deputy League has provided educational programs for students for over 40 years now. They teach the students in topics such as refusing drugs, anti-gang programs, and also theft crimes, petty theft such as shoplifting, those kind of things. The program culminates each year with a presentation of official badges and identification cards to the students. Since the beginning of this school year, deputies at the Sheriff's Office Outreach Division has taught over 17,000 fifth graders in 145 different public schools throughout Hillsborough County. We have a very large school district. This is probably the 8th largest school district in the United States. And the only reason we're not 7th is because this whole state of Hawaii is a school district. So you can see the difference there. Also, this morning, I'd like to take a moment. Many of the deputies that teach these classes are here today. If you would give me, join me in applauding them and their efforts. And one of the good things about this program, and each and every one of you can appreciate this, is the program is funded through what we call the Law Enforcement Trust Fund. Those monies are gleaned from the criminal element that are engaged in criminal activity, and we seize their assets, their profits, and stuff like that. So therefore, the program is basically funded through non-taxpayers' dollars, which is a great thing for us. Today is a special day. We're here to acknowledge 10 students for their efforts through this year's program. This year's winners were selected from an estimated 1,000 essays submitted to schools' principals throughout the county and narrowed to a field of 100. So this morning, 10 of you recipients, which we're very proud of, have come a long ways. Your essays have been reviewed, and you've done a great job, and we really appreciate your efforts. Of the 100 entries, the 10 winners here today were selected by the contest board for their outstanding essays. And the topic of that essay was what being a junior deputy means to me. The essay had to be submitted in 500 to 1,000 words, and it had to be written in the format of the Florida Rights. And that is very specific and detailed how the student had to write their essay, had to qualify under the Florida Rights Guidelines. Today, each one of our winners will be presented with a $100 saving bond and the certificate for submitting the winning essay. And also this year, each one of the winners will be awarded a T-shirt, a special deputy T-shirt. At this time, I would like to, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Sheriff of Hillsborough County, Sheriff David G.
Good morning. Thank you, Colonel Duncan, and welcome this morning. I think this is about the, I believe I was counting this morning, about the 16th one of these banquets that I've attended in my career. And what's really neat for me is over the last few years, I've run into a couple of kids who came through the program and were involved in junior deputies, and I met one the other day that I had some interaction with a number of years ago, who is now a practicing general surgeon here at one of our local hospitals. And I thought, wow, you know, it all starts with small things. So my remarks are very brief. I would tell you my remarks really always kind of geared towards the parents a little bit. Having raised 4 children myself, and my youngest daughter graduates from the University of Florida this weekend, and that is the last for us. But parents, I just encourage you so much that the challenges of raising children today, and it gets more complicated as the years go by. It seems as our society gets more complicated and resources get thinner, and as our country, has gravitated away from its center and where the founding principles of this family of the family structure in our country sometimes. So it makes it more difficult for parents. But I encourage you so much to continue to put into your kids what you have been, because I'll tell you that the only way for it to happen for them is for the parents to put a lot of resources. But the old saying, you get out what you put in. Well, there's never more truth to that statement than when you're raising children. And I say that not just from being your sheriff, which I've enjoyed for so many years, but also being a parent myself and seeing some of the areas where, with my own children, where I probably didn't work as hard as I should have and had to work a lot harder later to make up for it. So keep your kids close, not only in the academics, stay on that, but I will tell you, since I get a free minute with you, really pay attention to what's going on in their lives. There are a lot of pressures and things on them that you don't even know. Even though you think you're an informed parent, trust me on this one, there are a lot of things going on, a lot of dynamics that happen in their life that happen very early. It's not well, I can start worrying about that when they're a teenager, 14 or 15. No, these things happen much earlier in life right now, and the parents have to be very keenly aware of those things. So stay up with what's going on with your kids, understand what the fads and the different things are so that you can help them make good choices. But mostly we want to thank you for your involvement. You're already obviously very involved in your children's lives, and that's why they're here today. So to kids, let me tell you, when you start with all the kids in the Hillsborough County school system and you get to 1,000, and then from 100 we pick 10, you ought to feel pretty good about being here today. You really ought to, because the odds weren't with you, and you still you persevered, and you've done very well. So be proud of your accomplishments, but never rest on one accomplishment, because this accomplishment today is over today. Now you got to start on the next one. So forget about this, and you already set your sights on your next goal, and start working towards it. So anyway, I want to thank our staff as well. We got really good, strong men and women here in the sheriff's office who are involved in these programs. They believe in education. We've seen the failures of not being participative in that process, and that's one of the reasons we feel so strongly about it. So I thank my staff here this morning and the deputies who organize this program, and we thank them for all their work they do. And with that, Carmen, I'm going to have you come up and let's get some certificates out. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, as I call your name, if you can please come forward to receive your certificates. Ruth Balbaders. Brianna Bonner. Teresa Kabili. Lauren Gonzalez. Tallulah Heenan. Jackson Lindsay. Nathaniel McLaren. Ezric Nichols. Grace Velez. And Deshaun Warfield. All right. As this year awards breakfast draws to a conclusion, it not only represents another successful year for the junior deputy program, but also the dedication these students have shown to their school and community. With the closing of this awards breakfast, I'd like to thank everyone for attending. It's been a pleasure honoring such wonderful young students who are committed to good citizenship here today. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful breakfast. And Deputy Kevin Say.
Video of this ceremony will be posted on YouTube, so you can visit the Sheriff's Office website and get a link to that. In about 5 minutes, if all the winners will gather out here in the lobby, we're going to take a group photo. And once again, I would like to thank everybody for attending the event, and congratulations to all the winners. Thank you.